No Chris Mullin or Malik Sealy to capture the hearts of New York Hoops fans, but St. John's is becoming an interesting story. Now, if you ask Mets manager Terry Collins who's on first, he'll likely tell you no, who's on second, or maybe short, but definitely not first base. Well, according to my Twitter feed here, Carmelo Anthony has apparently been traded to the Nets. No, wait, it's the Knicks. No, now they say it's the Lakers. Nope, it's the Knicks. In 1981, Wayne Gretzky made hockey history when he scored 50 goals in 39 games. Well, today, the great one celebrated his 50th birthday, and the joke going around, he did it in just 39 years. Thanks so much for joining us here on Subway Islanders Game Night. I am Rob Carlin. What a great way for the Islanders to return from the All-Star break last night with a convincing win over a team that's desperately trying to stay in the race in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Who would have thought way back in December that the Islanders and Devils would be playing a game in mid-March and both teams would still be alive in the playoff race? This afternoon, I asked Jack Capuano how important that win was in setting a tone for the second half of the season. You said this morning that you grew up bleeding the blue and white, so does that make it extra sweet to get a goal here in Toronto? Rex and the Jets, they have been talking since day one. Pretty quiet, though, this week. Is there just a healthy amount of respect for the Steelers? Butch, the Yankees have what they call the core four, the homegrown guys that they built a dynasty around. The Islanders are trying to do that with what I'm calling their Fab Five. Jacques Lemaire knows how to produce W's. Guy's laying on a beach. He's spending time with his grandkids. Life is good. Gets a phone call. He's back in the grind with the Devils. Does he actually come back next year? So I want to talk about a very interesting season with the Penguins in that you take guys like Sidney Crosby, who arguably the best player in the game, Evgeny Malkin, maybe depending on who you ask, top 3, top 5, top 10, certainly best players in the game. That would cripple most teams. This team just keeps on winning. Let's start with Sidney Crosby, 6-3-1 since he's been out. What's the latest? Is the concussion worse than we thought?
And Rob's in for Bruce. Rob.
All right, Chuck, thank you. If this were 2005, the Yankees would be having a tremendous offseason. After signing Mark Pryor and Andrew Jones, the Yanks today added Bartolo Colon to a minor league deal. He was actually out of baseball last year. Now, Brian Cashman was a guest bartender tonight at Foley's in Midtown, raising money for prostate cancer awareness and prevention. Yesterday, at a breakfast appearance, he was asked by a fan if Derek Jeter could one day move to third base, and he said he could see Jeter in center before third. So a tweet here, a blog there, and we've got a story.
Actually, I think situations.
Hard to take him serious with the hair like that. Only 19 days, though, until pitchers and catchers report. Now, according to Forbes, the Knicks are the NBA's most valuable franchise, worth $655 million. Just imagine if LeBron had signed. The Heat actually play at the Garden tomorrow night. Nets hosting the Grizzlies tonight. They trailed by as many as 16, but stormed back in the fourth, tied at 75. Devin Harris knifes through the lane. Nets win again, 93-88. The Nets have now won 4 of their last 5 games. St. John's has played 6 straight ranked teams, but has managed just 2 wins, one coming against the team they were playing tonight, their old rival Georgetown. But no such luck tonight. Second half, Johnny's down 15 off the miss. Hoy is out and running. Nate Lubick ahead of the pack, throws it down. Georgetown wins 77-52. Steve Lavin's crew has lost 5 of their last 6. In 1981, Wayne Gretzky made hockey history when he scored 50 goals in 39 games. Well, today, the great one celebrated his 50th birthday, and the joke going around, he did it in just 39 years. Devils in Detroit, early third, tied at 1. Valtteri Fipula squeezes one past Martin Brodeur. That's the game winner. The Devils fall 3-1. Their 4-game win streak is history. And the Islanders hosting Carolina, tied at 1 in the second. Eric Stahl, an all-star game captain, puts the Canes up for good. Stahl had a pair of goals. Isles lose 4-2. They have dropped 8 of their last 10 as they head to the break. The All-Star game is Sunday in Raleigh, North Carolina.
All right, Rob, thank you.
There's Rob Carlin. On a night when Maryland honored one of the true great leaders this program has ever had in Gravis Vasquez, we may have just seen the emergence of the next great leader. Terrell Stoglin matched a career high with 25 points and had 9 assists, and may just have gotten the green light to take over this team.
Terrell thinks the light's always green. He's never seen a red light.
He's not scared of anybody. He wants to play against anybody in the country. He doesn't care if it's Darren Williams for the Jazz. He wants to play basketball, and he's getting better by the minute.
He has Juan Dixon talks to me a lot. I mean, I just learned earlier this year. I feel like I'm just learning how to be more of a point guard. I'm fitting in that role now.
Dino Gregory also had a huge night with a career-high 18 points in his second career double-double. That little 15 to 17-foot baseline jumper is just money.
I feel a lot more comfortable. I mean, when I get the ball in the baseline, I'm in a little 15-foot, 17-foot area. I feel like I'm gonna make the shot. I miss the shot, I'm kind of surprised.
He deserves a lot of credit because he's really worked on his game. Even after his sophomore year, he couldn't shoot the ball like he can now, and that takes a lot of work, a lot of time in the gym to get to where you can do that.
The past couple of weeks, man, Dino's been stepping up so big. It's so great to have another big man in there with me, get rebounds, finishing shots. Really taking a lot of the pressure off of me, and basically taking and putting it onto himself. To be able to step up, and I'm so proud of him.
The Terps now have a monster week if they hope to earn a ticket to the big dance, hosting Florida State Wednesday, then traveling to North Carolina on Sunday. And for anyone who doesn't even think the Terps are on the bubble right now, Jordan Williams says they're using that as motivation. In College Park, Rob Carlin for Comcast Sportsnet.